first show. We've got all the latest information you need on album releases, touring news, and we chat with up-and-coming country star Grace Kelly. And welcome to Music Nation, the show that brings you some of New Zealand's best musical talent right into your living room, bedroom, or wherever really, as you can watch us online anytime. This show is kind of a big deal as it's our very first show. Woo-hoo. Music Nation is about making more music and showcasing the awesome local talent that we have right here in New Zealand. So if you're a musician and you want to know how you can be part of the show, you can contact us by emailing musicnation.co.nz.
Damn straight.
Yeah, you can.
Exciting.
We want you on board.
Ooh.
Known for being a blend of modern blues and rock, the Auckland five-piece band Millie Tarbeck and the Milltones, their debut album recording earned them last year's Best Independent Debut Album at the Tate Music Awards. You can get your hands on a vinyl copy of their new single, Honest Woman, now and check out their previous single, Liven Up the Night, on all the usual streaming platforms. They'll be supporting Dave Dobbin at the Spark Arena once the lockdown period ends, so keep an eye out for that.
I love how all these bands are coming out with vinyl records now.
Yes,
it's
it's
really,
brilliant.
really cool.
I know.
Yeah. Old
Vinyl
school.
is coming back, finally.
I know. I don't have a record player, but I love them.
I do.
Oh,
It's pretty cool.
come to your place. Spin my records.
Party at mine.
Yeah.
Solar Rosa has dropped a red-hot new single, Shine On, from the upcoming album Chasing the Sun. It's a laid-back funk track showcasing the effortless talent of rising Australian artist Mandy Phoenix, who crafted the vocals and lyrics. 8 years on from the release of their last project, Light Years, Cora remain one of New Zealand's most in-demand live acts, and they're now announcing the release of a brand new EP and the first single, Secret Lover. Recorded by longtime members Fran Cora, Dan McCruger and Richie Allen, the song also features the deep pocket of Aotearoa drum royalty and new band member Darren Matheson of Trinity Roots, Holly Smith and Shapeshifter. Marika Hodgson and Carlos Tunks round out the not-to-be-missed live Cora lineup. Auckland Philharmonic Orchestra's music director Giordani Bellincanti, did I say that right?
Sounds good to me.
Will make a welcome return to the podium this month to conduct 2 concerts in the Auckland Town Hall. Beloved by musicians, audiences and donors alike, and has been the APO MD since 2016, generating an enormous amount of impact on the artistic development of the city's professional orchestra. Much of the content for the APO has been affected by the COVID impact, so check out the www.apo.co.nz for full performance details. New Zealand Music Awards nominated Kiwi rockers Echo Park have released the new single Uh-Oh from the upcoming album Horizon, which is due on August the 21st. Frontman Joe Walsh says the riff has been around for about 10 years and it's the punkiest song and probably their most favourite to play live. Uh-Oh is the first recording featuring Brian Bell on bass and guitarist Alex Hardgreaves, who also directed the video for this single.
Alex Hardgreaves is a fantastic director.
Yeah?
She has this wicked eye for storytelling.
Yeah.
And you should check this video out, in fact. It's amazing. But she has a way, Joe said it, in fact, of kind of making a video tell a story within a story.
I love
really
that.
Clever. Yeah, really,
Bringing
really clever.
the story back in the video.
Yeah.
Waiting for Sunrise is the second single off Raw Collective's highly anticipated new album, The Good Things, recorded live at Surgery Studios and due for release in February of 2021. Saxophones, trumpet, trombone, bass, guitar and drums, a mix of all the old with the new and a feeling of soulful energy, memorable and honest storytelling to a hip-hop beat, enriched by the sexy sound of the brass section. Sounds pretty awesome.
Sounds amazing.
Doesn't it? Nationwide tour planned for February next year, 2021, so stay tuned for details. Indie pop icon and member of local music legends Good Shirt, Gareth Thomas, delivers his brand new solo single My Dog this week. The original idea was formed in Gareth's bedroom, and his brand new Moog synth, did I say that right?
Yeah, that's a Moog.
Then fleshed out at Roundhead Studios during a session with sound engineer Simon Gooding. Delightfully electronic and supremely catchy, the song is accompanied by a slick and simple video. After donating streaming platforms and a few choice spots in the New Zealand official Hot 20 and Top 20 music charts, Ukrainian Kiwi VK returns with a bold and bass-heavy single and EP, Fine Lines. No stranger to challenges, VK said recently it explores the way in which human interaction has changed because of the party culture. The release of the EP on September the 4th will be supported by a nationwide tour with fellow artist Prince. Are you up on the latest party culture there, Jacko?
Mate, when you talk parties, you think of me, really. I'm a party animal. But when it comes to, the changing of the party culture, I'm not too sure what that, I guess it's...
We'll have to listen to the song and find out what that's all about.
There can be quite a dark undertone, eh?
Yeah.
Kids drinking too much and smoking the wrong stuff. And
yeah, it can happen.
Yeah, so...
Respected Kiwi rapper Diaz Grimm returns with a double punch WWYD and 2am New York 2018. The two tracks are off his upcoming EP, Young New Zealand, set for release later in the year. Hailing from the small town of Cambridge, Grimm released his debut album
Osiris,
thanks for that, in 2015, seeing him nominated for Best Urban Hip Hop Album at the New Zealand Music Awards that year. The album topped the New Zealand iTunes hip hop charts and also reached the official New Zealand Top 20 album charts. The new tracks are out now through usual platforms.
That boy's on fire.
Yeah, he is. Loving that local talent. Raglan's newest solo artist, Riki, has released the debut single, Miller. The lifestyle of the sleepy surf town is reflected in the music, bringing his free-flowing style of surf and skate to his sound. With soulful lyrics, a voice that soars, the track flows perfectly over bass, drums, creating a song that is pure vibes. The theme at the forefront of the song is a sense of relaxation, or as Riki puts it, a fresh new style on harmonizing that soothes a stressful head. Find Riki on Facebook, Spotify and Instagram. Georgia Lines has joined forces with Cam Neat to produce a visual feast for the 70s inspired Made for Loving, a standout track from Georgia's self-titled debut EP. Shot on Super 8 film to capture the nostalgic feel of the single, Made for Loving is Georgia's third visual partnership with Cam, who has previously directed the videos for Georgia's debut single Vacant Cities, plus follow-up single Never Had Love. Check them out also on YouTube. Lux Graves is an electronic duo from Auckland and are influenced by a mix of gothic subculture and underground hip-hop. The duo delivers distorted, raw renditions of human emotion through melodic vocals. On the heel of the quirky and dark music video Girl with a Gun, the band are set to release their first EP, Sex and Superstitions, on August the 13th. The EP will be released on all major streaming platforms, and each track is accompanied by a series of short films to be released on YouTube. Kiwi DJs and production duo Sweet Mix Kids recently crafted a trans-Tasman pop duet between Australia artist Maya, dropping in a Te Reo Māori verse called Get Serious. The song drips of summer pool parties, Tropicana, summers and steamy nights. Written, produced and performed by SMK, Maya and Ray, the guys have plenty of live events planned for 220, so check out the sweetmixkids.com for all the details. The 40th anniversary edition of Split Enz True Colours has reached the #1 position on the official New Zealand Top 40 album chart, 40 years after the album's initial release in 1980. The iconic album's historic return marks the first time in our chart history that any album, local or international, has done that, proving to be the most commercially successful album for the group. The album originally hit #1 on its second week of release in 1980, spending 76 weeks on the Kiwi charts, reaching the Australian, UK, USA and Canadian top 40 as well. Recorded in Melbourne's Armstrong studio in the late 1979, the album featured the full band lineup of Tim and Neil Finn, Eddie Rayner, Noel Crombie, Nigel Griggs and Malcolm Green on the drums, with timeless split-end songs including Poor Boy, I Hope I Never and I Got You. The 40th anniversary edition was released on Friday the 31st of July on multiple coloured vinyl configurations, expanding track listing, as well as on downloaded streaming services. And it's available at all decent New Zealand stores all around New Zealand. Grace Kelly is a young Auckland singer-songwriter thrilled to finally announce her first live shows to celebrate the release of her debut EP, Before. This collection of 5 feel-good country songs features the infectious lead single, That Girl, a catchy, effervescent pop and classic country track accompanied by a gorgeous video that encapsulates Grace's easy charm. Grace Kelly's EP had the misfortune of being released at the same time as New Zealand went into national lockdown in the last week of March this year. As happened to many fellow creatives, interviews that were scheduled and a run of live shows were postponed as the country fell into a strange period of blind uncertainty. Wal Reed caught up with Grace recently to chat about the single.
All right, here we are. A fantastic day today because I got Grace Kelly, a local musician, doing good. Kia ora, Grace, here you go.
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good. I just noticed my head is way more bigger than yours. I've got a massive head.
I move forward and then we'll be even. Is that better?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no. Let's make it up. Grace, thanks for coming on the show. Now, not many people might know your name. Well, they know the famous alter ego of you, Princess Grace Kelly. Kind of tricky because most people have to change their name to a cool name, but you don't. But your music, how long have you been on the music scene in New Zealand and overseas?
Yeah, so I guess sort of probably the last 2 years, I'd say, things have started to kind of unravel, and definitely last year was a major shift for me where it was like, oh, I'm this girl who has this hobby where I like to sing and write songs and do all that. And then last year it's sort of, I got put on the map a little bit more and started to get my name out there, which was really exciting. So last year I had some success with my song San Jose, which the city used for their tourism campaign. And that sort of jump-started everything and, has given me so many amazing opportunities. And now, here I am.
That's awesome. Now, fun wild fact is that I've actually been to San Jose to the Taco Bell there.
Cool. Love it. Great spot.
There you go. There's a tie-in there, Grace. And that was in 1989 anyway. That is redundant. But let's talk about your EP Before. These 5 songs on there. I've been playing That Girl, which I love the video too as well, and also San Jose. What's your favourite song on the EP and why?
Oh, honestly, I couldn't tell you. Like, it changes all the time. I guess it sort of changes with my mood, and like definitely when I was making it, it was like, oh, this is my favourite song, and then it was like, no, this one, and then no, this one. So it goes back and forth all the time. But I love them all. They're all so different. So I guess it's hard to pick one.
Imagine if you turned me into that girl who got walked all over, talked all over. That girl who doesn't say how she feels and then hates herself afterwards. That girl who didn't want to start a conversation because she didn't want to be mistaken. But that girl, imagine if I was a girl who didn't say how she felt in a song. So glad that I'm the type of girl who will tell you exactly what's going on.
Now, before you were going to release the EP, we had this thing called COVID, which kind of hit the whole world. and kind of put a break on people's plans. So now you're obviously going to be doing the release party now, and tell us about the release party. Are you going to be playing with anybody, like supporting you, or what sort of response are you hoping to get?
Yeah, so I got some fun things lined up. I'm going to be playing with the guitarist Ben Jurisic, who he's amazing, and he's going to be playing with me, sort of, back up just to add a bit of a bigger sound to instead of just me playing for myself. But yeah, I'm super excited. We're just going to play through the EP, maybe do a couple of other songs, and I guess it's just sort of one, I guess, to celebrate bringing everyone back together and getting to be able to do music out live again, but also, as a postponed EP release, because, my EP launched on the first day of Level 4, and I was like, maybe we won't get to do the launch show quite as soon as I thought, so that put a bit of a spanner in the works, but we're back to it now, so I'm excited.
Now, true or false questions here, Grace. Are you country pop? True or false?
True.
Good. Okay. Have you played with Taylor Swift's songwriter Liz Rose before?
True.
And what was the song you played?
You Belong to Me.
You Belong to Me.
Yeah.
Wow. Were you singing it and she was playing? What was the dealio?
It was a crazy situation. So I got to open for all of these songwriters that I absolutely loved, and I was so nervous, and they were all so lovely about it. And they, in the middle of I opened for them singing San Jose, and then I left and went back and watched the show. Sorry, I just hit my plant over here, so that was the ruffle. But a bit of a jungle in here. But and then in the middle of their set, they had 4 songwriters sitting up there doing a writer's round, and Liz Rose was up there, and she was like, "Is Grace out there?" And I was like, "Yeah, here." And she's like, "Can you come up and help me sing this song?" And I was so nervous. I was like, I don't even know what song she's going to ask me to sing. We've rehearsed nothing. I was freaking out. She's like, "Well, I hope you know this song. If not, you're going to fake it real well." And then it was one of Taylor's biggest numbers. So it was I think I can do this. And it was cool.
That's awesome. So you've obviously had a bit of exposure to the American audiences there, and you've got a whole network of musicians, Now, tell us about Blake Shelton. That's pretty awesome opening up for that guy. Yeah. They look pretty good on your CV, right?
Good one. Good one to one for the books. But I had written the San Jose song, and the country radio station KRTY over there, who's based in San Jose, they asked me if I wanted to open for him, and obviously I said yes. It was a funny story. My dad had got the email first, and he was up early because he couldn't fall asleep, but it was 4 a.m. and he'd just woken up and checked his emails, and then he came over to my mum's house at 4 a.m. and we were like, "What are you doing here?" And then we all thought what happened, and then he was like, they asked if Grace wanted to play for Blake Shelton, and it was like, okay, cool. So that was very funny, but
you'd actually think, Grace, that if it was that early in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, there'd be a really bad dad joke, right? But it wasn't.
Yeah, I was like, this is gonna be so I need sleep. So I'm like, what are you doing here?
Blake or no Blake?
Yeah, exactly.
Did you ever get to meet him?
No, I didn't get to meet him, which was definitely a bummer. But his missus was in town, so I think he was just sort of in and out of the show. And then I guess when you get to be that big of a deal, it might not be top priority to meet your opening act who was just playing one song. But even that, it was like, oh my gosh, I'm playing a song before Blake Shelton, and it was cool. Yeah.
What about Americans? Are there differences between Americans? I mean, they love their country music. Mm-hmm. And are they passionate as well? How are you received over there? Being a New Zealander, they think you're Australian or something else?
Yeah, all the time. They're like, "Oh my God, you're from Australia." I'm like, "No."
Oh, no.
And then they freak out because they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I know that that's not and you just either play along or be offended, or you just whatever. But no, they love the accent. Yeah, that's even though they can't tell the difference between Australia and New Zealand, they love it. So
awesome. Well, look, Grace, thank you for coming on the show today. I know you're going to be busy. You're doing what's that radio station? Heartbeat or whatever it's called.
iHeartRadio.
Yeah, my radio. Yeah, you're going to be doing that. You're going to be busy doing TV stuff, no doubt, and you're blowing up all over the internet. So tell us, where can people hear your music?
everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music. If you really want to support me, you could go onto iTunes and buy it. But let's be real, nobody does it anymore. So yeah, just stream it. And if you like it, share it, and that'd be great.
Awesome. And it's good to see you still got your Kiwi accent as well. Because a lot of artists that go to America usually adopt a bit of a hybrid Yankee.
Yeah, like
Kiwi.
sort of chops and changes. It's a bit random. Yeah. Not yet.
Yeah. Oh, good. Not yet. Awesome. Grace Kelly, thank you for coming on the show, talking about your awesome music. Your EP, Before, comes out. The launch for it, is next Monday, the 13th of July. Get out there, check out her music, check out her videos, check out San Jose. And we'll talk to you soon, and we'll be keeping our eye on you, Grace Kelly.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
Rappers Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion have broken the record for the biggest 24-hour debut for an all-female collaboration on YouTube with their controversial track WAP.
Holy cow, that is blowing up. The whole WAP
Have you
thing.
seen how good it is?
No, I haven't even. I watched a wee bit of it.
You need to.
It's pretty out there, right? It's pretty out there. But
Yeah.
I mean, people are losing their shit, mate.
Yeah, it's all over social media.
Yep.
Everybody's doing the WAP. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to get you doing the WAP maybe.
You do not want to see that, trust me.
Tom Petty's long-awaited Wildflowers and all the rest reissue will be released on October the 16th via Warner Records. Tom's vision of the project is becoming a reality due to the commitment of his loving family, bandmates and collaborators who helped unearth many previously unheard gems. The 9 LP box set features the original 1994 LP alongside dozens of unreleased tracks, demos and alternative recordings. You can pre-order your copy to avoid missing out. Global superstar Josh Groban announced today that he will be releasing a brand new album, Harmony, this November. In addition to the new album, Groban will take fans on a virtual concert tour this fall with 3 new intimate concerts filmed in person and live streamed directly to audiences. In June, Josh did his first live stream concert with high quality and sound and lighting that was streamed to 63 countries around the world.
Have you ever seen one of those virtual concerts?
No.
They're weird.
Yeah?
Kind of cool.
Whole new experience?
I kind of like it because you kind of feel like you're one-on-one with the artist, I guess. But at the same time, it's like being in a little, echo chamber, like
Yeah.
you kind of... but it'll be interesting to see how they do it.
For sure. I think they'll be going that way a lot,
Yeah, I think so too.
Got to be innovative this time.
Yep.
Deftones have announced their feverishly anticipated album, Ohms, arriving on September the 25th. The announcement arrives with the epic title track and accompanying music video. Speculation of the forthcoming album amongst fans has swept across the media landscape, stoking curiosity as the band's website and social platforms went dark. The intrigue continued to rise when they revealed the striking album art on their site with no additional information. So they're leaving us hanging.
Yeah, it's a good song too, man. Chino
Yeah,
was
awesome.
holy cow. He's still got it vocally, amazing.
Such a pity their show got cancelled.
I know.
With COVID.
But I tell you what, there's a lot of people who didn't like the last couple of albums, and I think they're back on form with this new
With
track.
this new one, yeah.
It's really killer, really, really good.
Sad news today. Longtime drummer for Quiet Riot, Frankie Banali, died aged 68 after a fairly short battle with pancreatic cancer. Joining the band a year before Mental Health and Come On Feel the Noise, Frankie also played with Wasp, Ozzy Osbourne and Billy Idol's remake of Money Money. Speaking of Ozzy Osbourne, the 50th anniversary of Black Sabbath iconic album Paranoid will be out on October the 9th. Paranoid, the Super Deluxe edition, includes the original album, a rare 1974 quad mix version plus 2 live concerts from 1970. The 5 LP set comes with a hardback book with extensive notes and interviews with all 4 band members, rare photos and memorabilia, a poster, as well as replica of the tour book sold during the Paranoid tour. I want to get me some of those copies.
Sharon!
Dua Lipa's Club Future Nostalgia, the remix album, is out now. The album features remixes of songs from her sophomore record, Future Nostalgia, which was recently shortlisted for the 220's Mercury Prize, arguably the most prestigious award in British pop. The album features the likes of Missy Elliott, Madonna, Gwen Stefani, Mark Ronson, and the Blessed Madonna.
Ooh.
Kylie Minogue's brand new album Disco will be released on November the 6th, according to sources, with the first single Say Something, which is out now. Disco is the first new album since 2018 for Australia's highest selling female artist, with 5 chart-topping albums and 80 million albums sold worldwide. Kylie has many awards and accolades to her name, including 16 ARIA Awards, 3 Brit Awards, 2 MTV Music Awards, and a Grammy. Her 2019 Glastonbury's performance was the most watched TV moment in the festival's history. Go Kylie. And finally, the Prince Estate, in partnership with Warner Records, has released Cosmic Day, a previously unheard recording from Prince's legendary vault that will be featured on the expanded reissue of Prince's iconic Sign O' the Times, out September the 25th. Cosmic Day was recorded on November the 15th in 1986 and is possibly the most revered recording in the Super Deluxe collection. While the song has floated among ardent collectors as a small snippet, the full version reveals Prince at his most psychedelic. Okay, let's swap over to Jacko for some pro audio news in Noise Toys this week.
Okay, welcome to Noise Toys. This week on the website we have a full in-depth review of Sonia Score's amazing The Orchestra Complete and East West Hollywood's Pop Brass sample libraries. You can check these out and all our previous reviews on the Studio Y section of the site. Quick AG is a VST plugin from Czech independent developer United Plugins, which was released last week. The plugin aims to set the perfect sound for tricky acoustic instruments like acoustic guitar, mandolin, ukulele, and the likes. A thoughtful collection of well-tuned effects and processing in a nifty-looking GUI looks pretty good, and we hope to bring you a full review on that in the next few weeks. IK Multimedia have released a Space Delay plugin for the extensive T-Rex mastering suite, which is a vintage tape and spring style unit that recreates traditional tape machine delays and more. Chinese developer Ashen Sound Machine have the firmware version 1.5 update for their incredible Hydra synth available right now, featuring 5 new filters in one mode, custom MIDI scales, and a sweet new sweepable random ASM module. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, tons more stuff. Check it all out on www.ashensoundmachine.com. UVI have added a new expansion to the incredible Falcon range. Urcam Solo Instruments 2 features 2 gigabytes of prepared violin and a brand spanking new interface. At $199 for the next month only, now is a good time to check out the instrument to get some sweet ass John Cage style craziness.
Yo!
Yeah. Speaking of violins, Native Instruments dropped the unexpected Stradivari violin this week, which is a deeply sampled 300-year-old violin, was recorded under tight security in Cremona in Italy. The multi-million-dollar instrument drew so much attention and interest that the mayor actually shut down the streets near so they could keep the recording to the lowest noise levels. Pretty exciting stuff. It's
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's a very, very expensive violin. They have their own security detail.
Wow.
Like a violin comes with security guards. Crazy. And finally, Spitfire Audio capitalised on their awesome Evo technology with their brand new Symphonic Motions library. Using the company's proprietary Evo Grid platform, composers now can easily create expansive, evolving, rebowing movements, which was impossible using samples alone. At $250, this is a fairly serious investment, so check the full review coming next week on the site. More pro audio stuff and reviews over on Music Nation's website right now. Exciting. I love me some Spitfire Audio. Back to you.
Live touring schedules are a real mess right now. With all the lockdown restrictions and uncertainty, we're trying to filter through the information as it comes to us for you. We will let you know announcements as soon as they come through the office. So make sure if your band is touring the country soon to drop us a note as soon as you can. Some highlights to add to your calendar. Devilskin, Red New Zealand Tour.
Devilskin!
24th of September, yes, Devilskin. 24th of September through October the 31st, playing nationwide.
I'm going to that.
Got your ticket?
No.
Well, you better get it.
Okay.
Tammy Nielsen's Brass Strings Sing Tour from September the 3rd to the 5th in Christchurch, Wellington and Auckland. After their sold-out dates in London and Paris, New Zealand outfit Mild Orange are to play the Power Station in Auckland on the 19th September, with full details on Live Nation. US pop sensation Love rescheduled his New Zealand leg of his How I'm Feeling World Tour, hits Auckland Spark Arena on Wednesday the 1st September before heading to Australia. Special guest Jeremy Zucker also performs his energising set on all dates. Julia Deans heads off her solo South Island tour this week through to September the 4th. Amanda Palmer is playing 3 gigs at St. Peter's on Willis Cathedral in Wellington from October the 23rd and 24th. Early notice for this one, but tickets are selling out fast, so a heads up. And the Beths are playing everywhere from Raglan on the 27th of August through to Gisborne on the 7th of November, then onwards to the UK and Europe. Etta Connington is live Sunday the 27th of September at Moon in Wellington. Dave Dobbin has unfortunately needed to reschedule his long anticipated Open Up New Zealand tour, so stay tuned for info as we get it. A number of the previous gigs have already sold out, so keep a hold of your tickets as they will still be valid, or contact your issuer if you need a refund. For full details on davedobbin.co.nz. The DeSotos are touring on Friday, September the 4th at Greylin RSC, and you can head to thedesotos.com for all the info. Holly Smith is playing the Ponsonby Social Club in Auckland on Thursday the 10th of September, and the Jordan Luck Band, who loves New Zealand the most, nationwide tour is on September the 5th through to October the 2nd, but it's selling out real fast. Lock up your daughters. Rod Stewart is heading our way in November for 3 exclusive nights. Celebrating 50 years as a solo artist, the legendary singer-songwriter is one of the best-selling music artists of all time. Stewart plays Dunedin on the 11th and then 2 nights at the Mission Estate Winery in Napier on the 14th and 15th. Tickets will be scarce, but try your luck over on Ticketmaster.
You going to that one?
Don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
I feel like it's one of those must-see gigs, you know?
I feel that he won't come back too many more times. He's getting a little bit...
He's getting on.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure you get to those
Yeah.
ones. Iconic rockers The Dudes announced again the Bliss Tour. 9-date tour last week, kicking off in Wellington on the 13th of November. The newest inductees to the New Zealand Music Hall of Fame were due to hit the road for the first time in more than a decade this month. The Dudes' first tour without founding member Ian Morris, with Ian's brother Ricky on guitar and backing vocals for the tour. Reed and Ruins live at the Grain Store in Oamaru on Thursday the 17th of September. Blind Spot are playing in August on the 28th through to October the 10th on a nationwide tour, and it'll be a loud one. Caitlin Smith is with Gloria Florence at QMU live on September the 12th, and love Caitlin. I'm a massive fan. She's a good friend.
Awesome.
Absolutely
Holy
legendary,
cow.
that lady.
Yeah.
And finally, Libretta and Moondogs Bomp, Stomp and Boogie DJ night at the Cupid's Bar in Auckland on Friday, the 18th of September. It's definitely not to be missed. So that's our first show. I hope you've enjoyed it, and make sure to stay tuned every Friday night at 8 p.m. for more. Join us next week. We have a special in-studio guest artist, an exclusive interview with ex-D4 frontman Dion Lunadin, and more of what you need to know.
You say you want that thing red, I say I want that thing green. 2 shots in the air, boom, boom, Darwin. If I pull the trigger, 2 we only gonna get war. So find a different way, we gonna set that place. So me say, oh, we only wanna make hopla, we don't wanna go war. We only wanna make hopla, we don't wanna go war. Only make hopla, we don't wanna go war. We only make hopla.